Am I the asshole? H for throwing away blood-soaked bagels after my girlfriend cut her hand and nearly passed out. My M29 girlfriend surprised me the other morning by going out while I was sleeping and buying bagels, lox, and cream cheese. I began to help with the preparation and slightly poked my hand with the knife while cutting the bagels in half. I went to go put a bandage on my cut when suddenly I heard her scream. I turned around and saw that she had sliced her hand with the same knife I had poked myself with and was bleeding all over the bagels. I rushed over and applied pressure to the wound while trying to hold her upright as she swayed back forth, nearly passing from shock. Once I sat her down and dressed the cut, I began cleaning up and throwing away the now blood-soaked bagels. After she noticed I had thrown them away, she became quite cross with me, insisting that she could still have eaten them. When I expressed skepticism and disgust, she argued that it is more or less the same as sucking on a paper cut. Reddit, am I the asshole? Not the asshole. I mean, if she wants to eat bagels flavored with her own blood, that's on her, but most people would have simply thrown them away and got new ones. Unless you're a vampire, blood does not make good toppings on food. Not the asshole. I'd have taken them out of the trash and handed them over to her. I would, however, be hesitant to eat anything she ever prepared out of my sight. Not the asshole. I shudder to think what else she finds acceptable while preparing food. Not the asshole. That seems pretty unsanitary even if it's her own blood. Also, why would you want to suck on a paper cut? Not the asshole. But you and your girlfriend seem pretty accident prone and have just invented vampire of you both for this seasonal invention. Not the asshole. Sucking on a paper cut is to stop it bleeding and stinging though, not for a light snack. And whilst you might love her, why would you want to chow down on a bagel covered in her blood? Not the asshole. That's just gross. Even grosser to get mad at someone else for. Nata, is she half vampire? Not the asshole. Also, if two people cut themselves with the same knife right in a row, you either need to get a new knife or get the current one sharpened. Info. What kind of bagels? Because everything bagels are technically allowed to include blood, too. You know everything. Not the asshole. Throwing away blood-soaked food is a normal response. If she still wanted to eat them, that is on here, I guess, but you did what a normal person would do in that situation. Not the asshole. WTF? Who TF wants to eat blood-soaked bagels? That's disgusting, vomiting face, ridiculous. I mean, I guess she could have. But you can't be faulted for assuming she doesn't want blood-drenched bagels. Nah. I'm kind of surprised to see comment after comment calling your GF disgusting and questioning her hygiene and whatnot, while everyone seems to overlook that in that situation, she was most likely still under shock and her upset reaction could have easily been caused by the mix of being under shock and being angry at herself, saddened that her lovely breakfast plans fell through. Talk about this again when both of you are in a calm state of mind again if this is really bothering you enough, without any accusations. BTW, hope her hand has been properly taken care of and is healing well. Info. If she actually was nearly passing out from blood loss, I feel like you might be TA for not bringing her to a hospital. Like, did she need stitches, or are you really overstating how much blood there was? You definitely didn't do anything wrong by throwing them away though. If she really did lose a lot of blood to this cut, maybe she wasn't thinking straight. I threw up in my mouth a little at the thought of eating a bloody bagel. Not the asshole. Nah. You sure she wasn't just woozy still? Sweetie, I think the blood loss is affecting your brain. Let me get you a cup of hot, sweet tea. Not the asshole. Not the asshole, but now you know to save them for her to eat in the future. To each his own. I know Halloween is coming up, but blood-soaked bagels are not something I want to eat. Not the asshole. But I'd go easy. Clearly she was trying to do something nice, has given herself a huge fright, a little shock, and is probably upset she stuffed it up. While there is more constructive ways to deal with things, I'd say this is where it's coming from emo. Not the asshole, but if I would